Alright, here we go. Why did
Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh.
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells it all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason.
So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it in B block. It must make a vital difference, but what would change? Angle to view the crime? Distance to the crime? Difference in lighting. That's stupid.
The lighting.
Let's do it for fun.
Oh.
It's a difference in lighting.
Lighting? What does that mean?
Well, it means, see, the security guard station's on the second level, and so, she would have seen the crime in better lighting conditions, and
this is important, why?
I just wanted some good screenshots.
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Alright.
Pardon me. Alright, that's one ticked off our list.
Alright, angle of view of the crime or distance to the crime.
Angle of view, right? Like it just...
Yeah.
Angle of view changes, so does lighting change, and that doesn't mean lighting
But
was
what
good.
makes the vital difference?
What makes a vital difference in her testimony to be
Well,
what
she could
be
if
possibly hiding?
The angle, she couldn't have seen the face, right?
Until she turned around to run towards her, but...
That's true. Alright. You're right. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station's on the second floor, and, she would have sort of more of a 3D view of the crime.
And this is important, why?
Ooh, well...
Looks like it's distance.
Oh, God. Oh.
Perhaps you should reconsider, Mr. Wright.
Snarf, distance.
I had a feeling it was an angle for some reason.
Really?
I think it all has to do with how she got down there.
Look.
It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between... You know what, guys?
What?
I would agree with that angle, though, still. If I had to go back and even, like, rethink it, I would say angle because I want to... I have in my mind the photograph. I want to bring that up as soon as possible, and saying angle would lead me into saying that angle is not shown here in the photograph. And that would be, like, the natural course of... Right? But
Yeah.
anyways, the distance between the scene of the crime is the guard station 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye?
Well, witness?
You guess? You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Fuck off.
The quality of my lunches seem to have gone down from low to inedible. I was bringing PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. So she...
Oh. Holy
Wow.
fuck.
So there
So
was
that's
like...
why it took like...
Wow. That's why I had to go through the visitor's parking lot in Block B.
That's quite a detour.
So... It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene
Yeah,
of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him.
Ugh.
I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely!
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? I fucking don't. Alright, 5 minutes, she saw it.
Because the cell phone call was made at 5:18, and he came in, car came in at 5:12.
What about this? Hey, I didn't know I could do this.
Yeah, me neither.
Miles Edgeworth, 7th, the day of the crime. Murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked the car. Wait, if only he was held up. Perhaps.
It just goes to show that you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light.
5:12. On the day of the murder.
I just feel like the timing. Okay, so it's obviously time has to do something to do
Yeah.
with this next objection. And this shows us clear time. Shouldn't this mean like something like it specifically says when we examine this. I thought it said something like 3 minutes. When did they say that? They said something at some point. At some point,
I
Phoenix
did.
or somebody says. Date on the. 3 minutes,
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is critical because it took her 5 minutes.
Do we have the photo? Is it timestamped?
I will save. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
The photo isn't time-stamped. I didn't see a timestamp on it. Anyways,
Okay.
autopsy report.
Between 4 and 5:30.
Huh.
Wait.
Hmm?
Was said the word muffler was overheard during the call to make Emma. The call made to Emma at 5:18.
Oh.
How could she have heard that
Yeah.
if she was
It would have been
running
5:20,
around?
right?
Because if Edgeworth parked his car,
Right?
then he would have had to get out of there. So that's like, maybe
It's the
immediately.
murder took place. Didn't he say 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car?
Okay.
So at 5:15, call was made at 5:18, meaning this call was made while she was traveling
Running.
from the
Yeah.
thing. So
Just
she
that
could
the
have
3
not
minutes
heard
made
her
it 5
mention the
minutes.
muffler,
Yeah.
like she said she could. But how is this hard evidence to show? Nobody. It's not a part of court evidence that muffler was heard, is it?
It is now. It was part of her testimony.
Oh yeah, it was. She said that she heard the word muffler.
Yeah.
Then we know 5:15 was the murder time.
At one point, they said it was like half an hour on either side of 4:30.
Yeah, but we also just know
Or
that
something.
based on like facts that it doesn't matter what the autopsy
Yeah.
says in the case of this scene.
Well, yeah.
Entered at
I don't think he
5:12.
was
3
killed there
minutes later, he was killed. And then 3 minutes later, a phone call was made. And 2 minutes after that phone call, that photo was taken. I'm going to raise an objection and see if this can help me through whatever
Okay.
Phoenix says here, maybe. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I do.
Yes, you do. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get me the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
You know what? One of the Phoenix Wright trials should be defending the judge
Yeah.
as he is the judge
That'd be pretty awesome.
while he presides over his own hearing.
God.
But you would have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. The true criminal wouldn't act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarr! Wow.
Wow.
I thought that we were
Didn't
gonna
even
have
have
to
to
like.
present anything.
All right.
There we go.
It's kind of boring. I was hoping to like find a hole there.
That's what.
Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness's account on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that.
I read cunt.
Read it like that, then.
We screwed that cunt, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
I don't know why I read that.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Could mean a lot
I
of things.
declare the defendant guilty.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels,
Ouch.
right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
This is another one of her trick lunch boxes.
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
This is your jumbo lunchbox.
Woohoo! A triple decker!
Oh, wow.
Out of deference to the witness's determination, I allow one more testimony.
Oh my
What a dick.
God.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? All right, back for her final testimony after the break.